Hello, I'm about to show you the state of my classroom. So anybody that likes horror movies and scary stuff, you're in for a treat. I'm ready to clean up and set up, but I thought I would just show you the before footage. So I'm gonna give you a little tour of the scary state of things right now. I just unpacked our first grade orders, so that's what you see here. There's still stuff up on the walls from last year. Look at this. My furniture just got moved back into the room, so I still haven't done anything with it. I mean, I'm kind of a cluttery person. I'm working on that, and this scares me. I have my work cut out for me. Look at this. This is the side room of my classroom. Oh, that's on me. P.S. That's a shame. That's embarrassing. I have nowhere to put anything. Look at this. Shelves are full. And this is after I purged so much stuff. This camera lens is not really cut out for this type of vlogging. So this is going to be the children's cubby room, and I'm trying to avoid showing kids' names that are still on things from last year. So I'm not... Here, I'll show you. And then I'll put this table in the center of the room, and I do guided reading at it, and it's like a quiet room. And I'm going to set up a little tiny office space type thing going on in here. Those are my Tibetan prayer flags that I get a lot of questions and comments on, and people really like it. That's a paper chain that kids made last year. It actually used to go all the way around the classroom, and each link is an act of kindness. So anytime somebody did something kind, they would write it or draw a picture and add it to the chain. I need to rethink where everything's gonna go. I want to make a makerspace somewhere. Oh my goodness, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's not as bad as it looked. It's just like wood chips. And then over here, I want to make a new word wall. I have a new philosophy that word walls need to be interactive, but it looks like something awful happened in here, right? Like a tornado or something. Do you have any advice? I'll update you on my progress as the day goes. Oh my gosh. So I was just looking at all the stuff in here, which is going to be like morning meeting related resources to pull out during a transition. When we start talking about like what time we're going to do things, I could sprinkle the Judy clock in. This is Thich Nhat Hanh's Mindful Movement, 10 exercises for well-being. Love this. And there's a video and a DVD that comes with it too. This is also just a nice resource to have over here for transitions, but more relaxing ones. Ramona the Pest. This is one of my favorite read-alouds. This I got from our learning specialist. It's Ladybird's Remarkable Relaxation, and it's another resource for basically teaching meditation to children. The Disappointment Dragon. I find myself changing the language in it. First of all, it's very British sounding in the way it's written. And, I mean, look, it's not the best example of fine literature for children or anything. But, yes, sorry, my principal came in, we had a nice chat. Okay, it says it's learning to cope with disappointment for all children and dragon tamers, including those with Asperger's syndrome. So I actually find this helpful for all children. How do you deal with disappointment? Because disappointment is a fact of life. I really like that it makes disappointment concrete by giving this character kind of represents disappointment. He's the disappointment dragon. It's cheesy as all heck, but here is the dragon of hope. But I'll tell you, it really does help. Stuff like, this is from years ago, my writer's notebook that I use as the model when we start writer's workshop. This is a folder full of feelings. Sometimes for morning activity, I'll have students come in and do a survey about how they're feeling. There's like a picture to represent different common emotions. And this really does open up juicy conversations with the kids. How do you deal with feelings? You know, it's okay to be angry. What do you do with that anger? That's what matters. And then some more stuff about what am I good at? What makes me happy? But I did read this to first grade one year and they loved it. I created this with students to show how to organize yourself when you're packing up, just like a mental checklist of what you need to do, especially when the weather gets cold and we have hats, gloves, scarves, and all that. So that's the one for packing up, and then this is the one for arriving at school. All the things you have to do. I made an activity where every person in the circle gets a number. You have to find the partner that has the matching sum to your equation. For some reason I put RC. This must come from Responsive Classroom. There are 10 frame cards. I got this at IKEA. It's just a little timer. Here's another matchup activity. So here are a bunch of just random words that I thought they would know by now. So you have like the word in English and Spanish. You will find your match. Also found on Amazon, combinations to 10. So some of them give you the parts and you have to say what the whole is. Some of them give the whole and one part. Wow, I am rambling. I'm really procrastinating right now. Subitizing, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I've heard people say subitizing and it just doesn't sound right to me, but let me know if I am not pronouncing it right. I think these were another Amazon purchase, and I use these all the time for quick images, which is where you just show it for like a second, and the students have to say what they saw. And sometimes I give them the small personal whiteboards, and they write what they saw, they draw a picture of it, and then we talk about it. So like, for example, one kid might say, I saw it was like 5 and 5, but 1 missing on one side, so that's 9. 10 minus 1 equals 9. Another activity we might do is putting different vocabulary words or spelling words or challenge words on these, and then we'll do different activities like I was telling you about match up with a partner, or, you know, put yourselves in alphabetical order based on whatever card you're holding. Oh, this is fun. Well, I actually made this. I was going to do this at back to school night with adults or parents. So I really want my parents, my students' families to understand that in this class, we're all working on something and we're all good at something. We're good at a lot of things and we're working on a lot of things, but that concept of not being perfect, of embracing mistakes and learning from them is so important to me. So it really translates to how I teach and what I teach. So I wanted to do I never ended up doing it. I don't know why. I had so little time, I had to cut it out. So your job is to think about what is something you're good at and what's something that you're working on. And then, once you've thought of it in your head, you walk around and you find a partner that matches, and you share what you're good at and what you're working on with that person. And then after, we would share out to the whole group a few examples. It's my take a break chair. Who doesn't go shopping at Home Depot on a Saturday night? So this is my Saturday night Home Depot haul. So it's Sunday, the Sunday before the first day of school, and I'm here in the classroom finishing the bare minimum of setup. I'm going to give you an update. Last night I went shopping at Home Depot, and one of the things I got was pegboard, so I had them cut it into 3 pieces, and yay, my husband helped me mount it up. This bulletin board over here, which will be the makerspace, and it totally fit perfectly. I didn't measure anything, so that was a happy thing. Wooden blocks. They're about 3/4 of an inch thick. So I need to do something about the computer so that this whole area could be the word wall. The scary room, got rid of the giant heap of garbage. Okay, so here's where I'm stopping for now. Looks better a little bit. Still have a lot of work to do, but I'm gonna end this vlog here because I have to go and running out of time. So, okay, bye.